Welcome back. I am hoping you are hearing me this time. Are you hearing me? Is there anyone who's hearing? Yes, we should be hearing. Are you hearing me clearly? Do I need to bring the laptop closer? Are you hearing me? Testing, testing. Yes, you are hearing me finally. I can't even tell what happened for that first live stream. And because no one had joined as yet, I did not have any clue that no one was hearing. But now I'm realizing, yes, Tyler, you are the first. Thank you. Hope your mom is fine. But now that I'm looking at the microphone meter, I could see that there should be audio on your end. So next time I need to remember to look and ensure that I'm seeing the green moving. Yeah, so tonight we're having a Q&A. Q&A where you can get to know me a little better. If you have any questions for me, I will take questions. If you don't have a question, I have a whole list of questions from on Google. I can address some of those. We were letting you, we were hearing that. Yes, I saw comments. I saw the comments. I was trying to edit and fix it, but it wasn't fixing. Yeah, so I decided to edit and start over. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so we have a Q&A. So if you want to ask me anything, feel free to ask. And if you have a question in between, I would pose one, which I have on this list here. And if you need to find a question, you can go on Google, type in Q&A questions, and look for one you want to ask me, and just ask me. So let's go right at it. So my first Q&A question is, all right. Well, I think I should do over the ones I was doing in my first live stream that no one was hearing. Are you a morning bird or a night owl? Am I a morning bird or a night owl? I am definitely a night owl. I am definitely a night owl. Morning bird? Since I know myself, mornings has been a struggle. So definitely a night owl. To prove that I'm a night owl, my mornings are so crappy. I would be very laid back during the day. Let me just say I'm home. I don't have anything particular to do. I will just lay through the whole day, and evening 4, 5 is like I'm ready. I could clean. I could do this. I could do that. I could put on public clothes to wash. I could listen. I am just a night owl. Hi, Patricia. My first Q&A question was, am I a morning bird or a night owl? And my answer was, I'm a night owl. What about you all? Are you all night owls or morning birds? Yes. So while you all are responding, let's go to question number 2. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section so that you can get to know me a little better. Hi, Tyler. Patricia, night owl. Yes. Look at the time. It's now 9:03 here, and I am ready. I could go whole night. Yes, I am now awake. Yes, I am definitely a night owl. Remember your vid in the skating rink? Listen, up to now I ain't skating at Tyler. Up to now, I still holding on to the railing. Two men, one here and one here holding me. Listen, I have to go back. You was in the video? Serious? Well, what you need to do is go back to the video and tell me what time in the video you, so I will go back and check. In your opinion, what's the difference between Trinidad between Trinidad and Tobago? That's a nice question. All right, so okay, so I have to think a little bit about that one. I love these types of questions. All right, so just a little backstory before I get to answering the question, right? I am a mix, I would say, of Trinidad and Tobago. All right. My mother is from Point Fort in Trinidad, and my father is from Montpelier, Tobago. All right. So, in my short life, that I have to be grateful for so far, I have spent, okay, let me tell you what exposure I have to Trinidad so that you better appreciate my response. Okay. So for me, Trinidad was vacation from school, like a week or 2 weeks for the most of the vacation. My exposure to Trinidad was also attending college, where I was in an enclosed environment with teenagers like myself and a few adults. For 2 years, trust me, that college life gave me a nice context for which I can answer that question, right? Trinidad, for me, is family, which is my mother's side of the family. I'm talking about from grandmother to everybody from head to toe is in Trinidad. So in terms of my family, we can say for the Aki family, which is the Trinidad side of my family, was my family's mommy side and daddy side, right? So for the Trinidad side, we are the only ones living in Tobago. All right? Outside of that, we have an aunt living in the US and a cousin living in the US. And two cousins, well, as the family grew, right? So anyway, so Trinidad for me is family, it's college, and it's vacation. All right? Trinidad has never really been home. Right? On the other hand, Tobago is where I was born. Tobago is everything. From the day I come out of my mother's womb and I say, it is that Tobago oxygen. You know, I've been breathing. You know, it is the drive from the hospital to my house, from my house to school, is primary school, secondary school. So I'm a real Tobago. Anyway, so going back to the question now. So I just wanted to impress on you or to help you appreciate my experience with both so that you would understand why I respond the way I do. All right? So for me, of Trinidad versus Tobago. All right? That ethnic diversity is significant for me. I'm showing blurry. I wonder if it is that my camera, if that could make any difference. It's any difference pressure? I wonder if it's my lights. If I put on my light, if this would make any difference. It's really no big difference because my light needs to charge. So I hope my camera is being a little sharper. All right. Yes. Right. So as I was saying, the difference between Trinidad and Tobago is the ethnic diversity. All right. Oh, a little better. Right. So okay. Let me do Tobago first. In Tobago, where I was born and I grew up all of my life, I would have interacted with persons of African descent. All right? So when you walk around Tobago, predominantly, you will find people of African descent. So for the majority of the island, the ethnicity that you will see as you go from place to place is African descent. All right? The effects of that is, I've already seen some pixelation in the camera, and I'm not sure why. I'm actually seeing it as well. And I just one sec. Let me see if we just try one thing. So choose the broadcast webcam. I have to figure out how to choose camera and microphones either before or after the live stream, but it normally, I guess, selects it automatically. So I am not sure why I'm getting this blurriness. Right. So that has been my experience. All right. And I just tell people that I am not a racial person. I am not racial at all. I love people. But I share this with a group of friends of mine, and I think me sharing it now will help you to appreciate how significant it was. So in most recent years, I don't know if to say 10 years, we have had a lot more, a wider variety of ethnic groups. Now, of course, the major ethnic group is still African descent, but we have a greater population of Indian descent. We actually have some long-standing Indian families or families of Indian descent who are businessmen, men and women on the island. You know, it's like you would know the Rajman family from Goodwood. and you know the Jatans who does sell roti. So to me, there was a point when you could have identified all the pockets or the Indian families that were living in Tobago. The reality, though, is, and I could be wrong, is that some of these families have their base in Trinidad. Now, it's one country, so we're not separating and making that an issue. But I'm saying if you talk to them, you would learn that maybe their granny is from Mayaru or granny was from Diego Martin. I just make up random things, right? So I am not sure, right? What extent persons were like Tobago, right? Anyway, so I hope I'm not complicating and making this long-winded. I guess I don't know, I like to talk. Right, so I was sharing with you the whole issue of that culture shock that for me. So I know when I'm in Trinidad and I'm in Point Fortin by my grandmother's house, which is right on the main road in Fanny Village, I would always notice these very huge buses, right, which I've never seen in Tobago. And these buses, what was noteworthy for these buses for me is the music, the colors of the bus, and from what I recall, is like predominantly Indian persons, right? So I'm showing you from the Tobago perspective, we're predominantly seeing people of African descent, like myself. That stood out. Okay, so there was these buses, and these buses were like, in my mind, Indian people buses. Now remember, I don't want all to take me out of context. I'm just sharing you how this thing enveloped for me. And it will help you to appreciate the difference, right, that I am focusing on. So with the increase in visitors to Tobago, or the increase of persons of Indian descent, let's just say making Tobago their home, to me, I lived in a time period where I saw that difference in terms of the population dynamics, right? Is that there was a point where you could have pinpoint these few Indian families, and then it's like there were people now who were like visitors, you know? It's like that. I'm just talking about from the Tobago context, right? So I remember I was going to the beach in Pigeon Point. Not that Swallows by where the bar is on the corner, that first beach in the corner there. A little nice beach, lovely, beautiful water. Anyway, so when I got there, I saw one of those big buses. There were two of those big buses. Now, I don't know how much seats in one of those buses. It's buses, yeah, buses. I don't know how much seats are in those buses, but a typical big maxi is like 24 seats. So that bus to me would hold 48 people. I don't know, 52 people about there. So there were these two buses parked right in that area. Now notice, for me, I am going to the beach by that bay. And I meet these two buses, and there is an excitement because you're hearing the music on the buses. And then what you are seeing for me is large group of persons of East Indian descent, and when you look in the beach, they were on the beach, and I'm sharing this with you. Why I'm saying that the ethnic diversity is the big difference for me. Now, I I don't know why I got so angry. I don't know why I got so angry at seeing, let me just say, persons of East Indian descent on my beach, quote unquote. Right? It's like, I don't know. I guess, you see, when you ain't grow up, with that cross culturalization, it's like you could really, it's like sometimes you haven't been tested the level of tolerance. All right? Or to your level of acceptance of what is different. To me, that was the turning point of Donnelly. Good. You don't want Tobago. and I don't know if it was a race thing, but it was just like a culture shock for me. Now, take note, it wasn't that I saw like persons of Indian descent walking and we say hi and we just know that these people are visiting, or maybe, right. Oh, that's another thing. All right, so I'll get to that. All right, so let me try to wrap up this one, right? So basically, so it is just that seeing them in a large quantity on the island was like a culture shock for me. It just was different in my experience. I've never experienced that, So, however, when I went to college, now, okay, before I go to college, now when I go down by my family in Point, again, my family is of African descent. And the people I see where I go, it appears to be of predominantly African descent. Yes, you would see persons of Indian descent in Point, but to me, there is still like, it feels very Tobago, like, predominantly African descent, So when I went to college now, Tobago girl with this skewed background of, I don't know, having to be tested in terms of the cross-culturalization. I don't know, the dynamics were like 50-50, right? 50% of the students were of African descent, 50% were of like Indian descent. So it was still like, a good amount. And I had to now live in that, let's call it the Trinidad dynamics. In Trinidad, I don't know what is the percentage, but it's more like 50-50. It's not abnormal to walk anywhere and see African people and Indian people. You go to the market, you may go by a vendor and you will see African people and Indian people. It's just normal. You jump in a maxi, it could be an Indian person or a Black person, So it's just that the difference is the ethnic diversity of the people, and that difference impacts on our foods, our upbringing, our business ethic, our everything, you know. But I have grown. I have grown, and I told you all I love people, and that doesn't matter what race. And I don't think race was ever the issue. It was just that culture shock for me. I don't know if other people experience it, but this is my story, you know? So that's the difference. That's the major difference between Trinidad and Tobago. All right. Yeah. And you know, I have heard persons say that Tobago people don't like Trinidadians. I don't know. I don't know if I could really agree with that, but I just in my own little space. I I don't know if I've seen that, but I guess maybe I need to probably be more aware of what's going on. But I honestly think I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. Anyway, so that's my long-winded answer. So in a nutshell, the difference between Trinidad and Tobago is the cultural diversity, which impacts on everything. For example, if you come to Tobago, like we have the Heritage Festival, the Tobago Heritage Festival, there is no part of the Tobago Heritage Festival that speaks to the Indian descendant or history. Hi, good night, KNG. Right? And that alone could tell you what our foundation is. So it could really be a culture shock and a getting used to and a being placed in a space where there are many cultures that you can really be tested on the fabric of your tolerance. All right? If I made any sense, you will tell me what you think about my response. All right? But that was a real good question. That requires a conversation. Gideon, I don't know. I wish I had StreamYard. But one of these days, I'll have to bring you up on this platform with me so we can have a conversation. Would you welcome it? Yeah. Thank you so much. No, trust me, that for me is the difference. Now, that impacts everything, right? Our music, everything. But at the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago is one country, and it is like a blend, right? It is just that cultural thing is real. It's real. You come to the Heritage Festival, you look at the dances, it's African dances, the foods, African foods. So the reality is Tobago has a kind of very strong Africanness, right? Whereas Trinidad has a blend, right? A blend, including cross-cultural relationships and douglarization, meaning a Black woman and an Indian man, or a Black man and an African woman makes a child. A lot of douglarization in the culture. Now, in Tobago, we have some of it too, but still, that predominantly African descendancy is the backbone. Right, so we go into the next question. So if you all have any questions, drop it, Right, so what other countries have you visited outside of Trinidad and Tobago? And question 3, what would you like to visit? No, what would you like to visit if you have the chance? Okay, wait, okay. All right, so oh gosh, I love talking about myself. Let me say I like talking my own business. You wouldn't find me sitting down talking about people business. Who say this and who do that and who no. Talking my business. This is good business to talk. Right. So where have I visited? As a child, so let me start as a child. As a child, my parents took, well, I don't know. I don't know how it went. If it's, I don't know. Right. But my mom and the children went to Barbados. So that was my first ever travel out of Trinidad and Tobago. All right. So I've been to Barbados. Let me see if I could put this in a kind of sequential order. Right. So I've been to Barbados. I have even later on in life, I have actually dated a Bajan. Business on the road. Right. So that also happened. So I've been to Barbados 4 times. Right. 4 different times. Right. 2 was with school. And 2 was, well, my family and I went by myself once, right? Good. So 2 was where the school, we arranged a field trip with the students and we visited Barbados as a school, So I accompanied my students with other teachers on that trip. All right? Good. That could be a whole story time, but I wouldn't go there right now. Right. Then I had the privilege in 2008. 2008, I was on a committee of science teachers in Tobago. And I was selected to represent Tobago teachers in Guyana. So I had the privilege of going to Guyana to represent Tobago teachers. That was a privilege. That was a rare privilege because why me? I was a young teacher, and it was a real opportunity. Right? So I went to Guyana. So that's Barbados, Guyana. Then I ended up going to Panama with school. Again, another trip where we exposed our students to a Spanish-speaking country, right? That one day I didn't have any plan on going, but somebody in the last minute couldn't go, and the opportunity presented itself for me to pay the balance of the cost of what that person was supposed to pay and get to go. So I jumped on that opportunity and I went to Panama, and Panama was so amazing. We stayed at Ramada Hotel. We did shopping. in the largest mall. Oh my word. We went to the Panama Canal. We saw the markets. It was nice, but we went to the something research center. And I touched a starfish for the first time. I thought starfishes were soft, but people, a starfish is a hard thing. Listen, if you see me, it's like I had to pray trying to touch it. I wonder if I could find, let me see if I can show you a little sneak peek. I think maybe I should, wonder if I should edit this video and add in photos. Is that something you think I should do? Because I have so much photos. Let me see if I can. Anyway, let me don't make that long-winded. Right? I will do a video about my travels. Okay? Right. So so that was Panama. I enjoyed Panama. I want to go back to Panama. All right. And after that, the last country I've been to was England. All right. So I went to England again with a student and a group of other teachers and students from other schools and government officials. All right. We visited the Westminster Palace in order to research and is Westminster Palace? No, that's not the right word. Westminster Palace. I think I stick on that one. I could be corrected. All right. So we went to England to visit the Westminster Palace to learn about, it's not Westminster, you know. Anyway, to learn about the Westminster system of government. All right. They have, or I should say, they probably adopted this style of government, all right, from them, right? It's like just the way our government run is very similar to how the government there in England is run, you know? So we got to go in, we saw where the Queen changes her clothes, and we toured through the whole facility. We sat in the House of Lords and the House of Commons, and we spoke to the different ministers of government, and the students had that grand experience. And we, have all the pictures to show, right? The student who I was accompanying was Kyle Pierre. He is one of my favorite students of all times, all right? So I have to do a whole video where I can share with you all those journeys. Come along with me. So we're gonna visit, I'm gonna probably put it in one video. You know, visiting Barbados, Panama, and England. All right, with photos. That was real fun. All right, so that was my England trip. Yeah. I remember, oh, it's K&G. Who is K&G? You remember that trip? K&G. Who is K&G? Tell me. Who is? It's K&G. Maybe I need to check out that channel. Do you have a channel? Were you on that trip? Oh my gosh, don't tell me I do that. Were you on that trip? I'm on your page, but I don't see a photo But you're not an active YouTuber. Okay, no problem. But that's interesting. You remember that trip? Anyway, are you a teacher? Are you a student? I wasn't on the trip, but I remember when you all left for it. Oh my word. Okay, great. Listen, that means you have to see the photos. All right. It was really an experience. It was really an experience. For me, that was my first time in a country with cold weather. I had to get layers and a jacket, and oh, I rode a train for the first time. Oh my, Kayla! Kayla, my love. Kayla, you know I love you, right? Kayla? Nothing is going to change that, my dear. Welcome, welcome. I think I saw your TikTok. I've been following you on TikTok. Thank you for coming through for me, girl. Yes. Right. So any questions, you can drop it. Feel free. Right. Yeah, so those are the countries I visited. Okay. What about you all? Where have you all visited? But you notice a lot of my travels is school related. I haven't really done much travels of my own. Right. For more than one reasons. And my mother is a person who would always say, "Oh, you travel, travel." I used to travel with my friends. I don't know why for me it's like if I just see travel as plenty money and I have so much things to do. And traveling does just seem like elusive. Something had to kind of prompt me into it. But I need to work on that, you know? Look at my hair looking crazy. Anyway. Yes, so that's it. So my other question is where would you like to visit if you have the chance? Oh my gosh. Listen, I okay. So my number one place to visit would be Kenya. Okay? Listen, I I love looking at Kenyan content. All right. Of course, I am a subscriber of Ayamawa, the Mwango, the whole family, their supporters and community. I've been on the I don't know, I find myself supporting Kenyan creators a lot. Yeah, and learning, it was like learning through what you see, it's like so much things you just don't know, about Africa. So much misconceptions were broken from seeing those vlogs. So it was just like an eye-opening experience. And what I like about those content creators is that they have traveled throughout Africa, far and wide. So you not only get to see Kenya, I've seen Uganda, I've seen South Africa, I've seen Tanzania, Congo. I also follow Wodemaya. So I've also seen a lot of his, I would call them documentaries, very informative. They share perspective, But what I love about the regular content creators is that they are just showing you on the ground, Yeah. So that's where I would like to go first. However, I just think visiting the US is something that I should do. You know, there's something on my bucket list, right? As I say, I don't really have a bucket list, and it's kind of not that urgent for me, right? But I would love to visit the US. I just think it's probably the novelty of it, you know, just the novelty. I've always been invited. My aunt have always invited me to the US, and I've never taken up the invitation. Right now, to be honest, guys, I don't even have a valid passport. That could tell you. It's like, so I'll have to take you all along on this journey of me getting my passport back. My passport expired after my last trip. A little while after it got expired, and yeah, so I actually think they had to do an expedited passport for me to travel with the group. So I didn't have a passport since then, right? So I have to get my passport back, and I will take you all along on this Tobago girl flying to a dream destination. I love the Caribbean, but the Caribbean feels like home. It's like I've been to Barbados. Oh my gosh, you have landed. I just spoke about you. Yes. Someone just asked me, where would I like to visit if I had the chance? And I was just spilling the beans that I never really cared to go to America, but I kind of think I should visit for the novelty of it. Yes, so I have to get my life together. So I was just exposing myself. I don't even have a valid passport. So I have to do everything. All right. So I will have to take you along on the journey of me getting my passport, and you're gonna help me choose a destination, and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna take you all along with me. Oh gosh! Listen, is there a button to put subscribers, not family, and to put I love you too bad. Listen, shame on me. It's too embarrassing. But anyway, there's a reason for everything. And there are seasons of change. Right. Yeah, so I would love to visit. I want to visit more of the Caribbean, but I think the Caribbean is just so what I'm accustomed to. I don't know what could be different. Maybe experiences, you know? Maybe experiences could be different, you know? But I think I want to go out of the Caribbean, you know? Yeah. And I think I need to go on a cruise one day. It's like, I don't know, these things has always seemed like not priorities to me, honestly. These things don't feel like priorities, you know, but I'll let's see. Let's just get the passport first. And we can talk about everything else after. So when I get my passport, you are going to be the first to see. Oh Lord, this is too funny. Right. So any questions? Any questions? This is a Q&A. Any questions? I'm responding to questions. Let me put up a question on Google. Let me pull up a question. But you all can throw out a question at me. All right. All right, Q&A questions. What is the kindest thing a stranger has done for you? What is the kindest thing that a stranger has done for me? Just now. Just like a stranger. Because I think a lot of people have done stuff for me, but there's people who, like, you know, in your community circle. But a stranger. I would say the kindest thing. Oh gosh, that a stranger has done for me. It's like I'm trying to think of. A lot of people have done stuff for me, right? I think I am appreciated by many, right? And that's not a boast. I'm just thinking it's like I live a life I have to be very grateful. So it's like as I'm thinking, it's a lot of gratitude, but I think for me, especially on this YouTube journey, the kindest thing strangers have done for me. I'm talking about strangers like Darling Bustamante and Alex H. You see, those two ladies. Well, Patricia Lambert is my aunt, right? So I wouldn't include her because she's not like a stranger, right? But Alex H and Darling Bustamante, their kind words about me in my competition videos, because you may or may not know I have a competition running, right? So in those videos, their kind words, their willingness to say those kind words about me was very heartening. Now, when I say they are strangers, I have never met them, but we have met frequently as we support our YouTube channels. And I guess it shows me how much people pay attention to you, because it's like they have really learned about me. You know, they have really learned about me from my interaction with people. You know, so I think those two videos are the two kindest things that a stranger has done for me. And I even have to call them stranger because they are like family. They are like family for me in terms of like sisters, like, you know, if that make any sense. If you'll understand what I mean. It's like these are people who actually call and say how you're going. You know? It's talking about strangers, right? Somebody who I don't know, somebody I've never met. Yeah. Yeah. If I remember anything else as the video go along, I will tell you. Right? Yes. So if you have any questions, drop it for me. Okay. As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? You're probably expected to hear a one-word answer, but I have never wanted to be anything. Okay. I love Gideon. I love your questions. All right. So let me finish the one I'm on quickly. So when I was growing up, I never knew what I wanted to be. I'm telling you, I did not know what I wanted to be right up until I got to even finishing secondary school. I didn't know specifically. No, don't take back that question. I like that question. Type it over and send it. Yes. Right. Yes. So when I say I didn't know what I wanted to be, I don't think my parents was pushing that agenda, you know, that you have to be X, Y, or Z, you know? I can't even remember that being a conversation in the house. But what I got from my parents was the value of being somebody that you would be proud of. All right? Whatever that looks like, I don't even know if it mattered, but somebody you would be proud of. Now, my father was a cabinet maker. Hi, Leslie, welcome, honey. My father was a cabinet maker, right? Which is like a carpenter with a little more skill. I don't know if that's the word, like finishing, skills of finishing. Like he will do amazing cupboards, classy cupboards and outfits. His work was top notch. All right. To me, he is the best woodworker to me. All right. Everybody is subject to their own opinion. All right. It's not because it's my dad, it is because I've seen the quality of the work. I think by now I'm in a position to judge. I have always been impressed. All right. Right. So that's my dad. And my mom was, so that's all my dad did. He was very good at that one thing. Now, of course, he was multi-talented, but that was the one focus. So that was work stash business, cabinet making slash business, right? Very business oriented. So I grew up in a house with business and skill and trade. And so on my mommy's side, mommy was, she grew up, well, in the earlier part, she was a vendor in the market. She used to sell provisions. And as time went along, she changed and she started selling shoes and sandals and slippers and everything footwear. And then she changed and started selling men clothes, well, female and men clothes, a lot of men clothes, like a lot of men tops. And then Francis Fashion and Shoe Locker, and they came to Tobago, and that changed the dynamic and the availability of particular men clothes, and that whole main market just flopped. And so clothes. So she sold clothes, and that was her business. That was her everyday business. She was a cake decorator. All right, a wedding cake decorator. She have done wedding cakes for many weddings, from royal icing wedding cakes to fondant in the later part, when fondant became popular, kind of more recent versus the royalizing. Right, so with that background, we were always exposed to hands-on, and we just grew up seeing business, you know. But education wasn't a joke in the house. Education wasn't a joke. I'm not saying that my parents was pushing education down our throats. We knew, I don't know. To me, without our parents saying that education was important, we knew from the focus, from the ensuring that we went and buy school books, from the taking us to go and select books, and from the covering of books with the brown paper, and making sure you have a bag, from the making sure you have a school shoe, without even saying education is important. I think my mom would have said that, and my dad too. But it was more a doing. Education was like an action word. Education was like an action word. Education was like a verb. It's like they were just doing. It's important. Your books being neat, you're doing your work. But I don't think we were the children who were not doing work. We were not the children who had to be behind. So I don't know how my parents built within us a need to show gratitude. You couldn't have seen the investment being put into you as a person. Finally, was being invested in, and just take it for granted. You know? So in terms of what I wanted to be when I was a child, I can't say that there was any particular thing. What I knew is I needed to be something that I would be proud of and my parents would be proud of. All right, coming out of that, it's like I think my mother, even even my auntie, who was also my teacher, and she taught in the school I attended for primary school, right? She taught in school where all of my siblings and I went to primary school. That was another motivation. All right? Missing school wasn't an option. I can't remember one day of missing school for any reason. I can't remember wanting to not go to school. I always wanted to go to school. You know, but missing school wasn't an option. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, missing school wasn't an option, and it was an option for this for us as children, and it wasn't an option for the. It wasn't even a conversation. To me, I don't know how they did it, but education was important to us as it was important to our parents. Right? Yeah. Growing up around my Auntie Melka and growing up around business-minded parents, there was no way you saw lackadaisical delinquency. No. You had to come out something. And you wanted to come out something, you know? Right. So there wasn't any set job or career I wanted to be. I had no clue. Even when I got to Form 5, when I did CSEC, and I had to choose subjects, I had no clue what I wanted to be. So the teacher was asking me, so what you want to be? That way they could recommend what subjects so you could go into your career. I said, I don't know. So the teacher asked me a very good question. What do you like to do? And I knew what I liked. I didn't know what I want to be, but I knew what I liked. I loved agriculture. I loved my agriculture teacher, Miss Althea Alexander. I loved my teacher, and I loved technical drawing. I loved my technical drawing teacher, Mr. Anson McDonald. All right. So those two subjects, and you realize that those two subjects were practical subjects. Yes. So you realize growing up in a practical family, a skill-based family, business-oriented, you just keep having that, it's like hands-on. I love agriculture. I love technical drawing, being able to draw, and of course, teachers make a difference, right? So I didn't know what subjects, and because I loved agriculture, the teacher said, do what you love. So for CSEC, I did maths and English. I did agriculture. And the teacher told me that to go into an agriculture style field, she could recommend me doing a similar science. And she recommended that I do biology. Right? And then, Gideon, I love your question. But why you keep putting up questions and taking them down? All right, you find out talking too long on one, so you want to get to the point. Right. So I did maths, English, agriculture, double award. Right. I did biology. So the teacher gave me agriculture and bio for that agri-oriented field, since I loved agriculture, right? And because I loved the technical drawing, the teacher recommended that I also do physics. So those were my subjects. I did maths, English, agriculture, biology, technical drawing, and physics. 6 subjects. But agriculture was a double award, which is considered like 2 subjects. So that makes it 7. All right. So, and that was the game changer, because I did well at school. I loved agriculture at the end of Form 5. I love technical drawing still at the end of Form 5. And I said, okay, Danielle, since you still don't know what you want to be, I know I love the 2 subjects I really enjoyed. I said you would apply for college for both of them. So I applied to go to EKIAF to study agriculture, and I applied to go to John D to study technical drawing or engineering. And I said to myself, whoever called me first, I'll go in. And by the time I wink, EKIAF called. And my direction has been agriculture since then. Yes. So I love agriculture, a lot has changed in my life, but I still love agriculture. I have no regrets in going into this field. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Janelle Reaction. I have to check out your channel. Oh my gosh, Gideon, you know I've never made you a moderator. Have I been naughty? Sorry, my dear. Right, I just gave you your honor, your badge of honor, Gideon. Oh, hi, Janelle. How are you, honey? It's my first time seeing you. I have to check out your channel. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, you love agriculture too. And you said I think you said you is my oh right. Well, I think I was on your channel before. Right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll check you out again. So Janelle MC. Okay, understand my love. All right, good. Right, so I just made you a moderator. Right, so yeah, so that's basically that whole career thing, right? So I'm an agri teacher for the past 21 years. I love agriculture, you know. Right, so let me get to the next question. Name one life lesson your peer taught you that you still use today. Listen, I don't know, parents. Did I get this from my mother and father? I think I got this more from my mother. It's like, I think I got it from my dad too, but the main thing is from my mother, right? This current is dimming, and that is why you're seeing the color going black and white and coming back. I hope it doesn't go completely. Right. But I don't even know why it's dimming, if it's my charger plug-in. Anyway, focus. Right. So, life lesson. Listen, everybody are equals. We are all equals. Nobody better than nobody. Right? And how that was taught to me wasn't, you know, how she would love people. You know, it's amazing. Mommy would have this guy. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name now. He would ask, like he's alive. He would like it be in tongue, and he would ask for $1. Right? He would be like stopping cars. I got $1, please. I got $1, please. Right? That guy. When my mommy was alive, he would come to the market, Miss Robinson. Listen, they're my mommy friend, Miss Robinson. And he would, I don't know, he loved to drink Coca-Cola. He would buy a Coca-Cola. And when he see you put a Coca-Cola to your head, it's like if it's some kind of out-of-body experience. That's the only way I could describe it. Some water and come back. No longer a ducking from going and get that water. Right. So basically loving people and treating everybody with respect and honor. Don't walk on nobody. Don't look down on nobody. Treat people right. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That was the biggest lesson my parents have taught me. You know, an open house. An open house. It's like a house where the front door never closes. And it don't matter who reach by that door, you're welcome to come in. You know, welcome everybody. Welcome if you're new. I'm yours truly, DKC. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, so yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to come. Come home. What we have is for all of we. And we ain't saying that mommy going and stuck up trying to make everything perfect. No. What we have, it going and share for everybody. Yeah. So that's the biggest lesson my parents have taught me. Powerful lesson. And I want to encourage you all to be that way, you know, to love people. Love people. Don't look down on nobody. Don't look down on people on the streets. Don't look down on. It's like for me, I would like go on a block with people, whether they're smoking or drinking or laughing, and I would come out of my car. Hi guys, how are you all? Very pleasant. They love to see me. It's like, how you going, moms? How you going? At the same, I could be all your sister. What are you calling me, moms? We would laugh and talk, but pleasant is like it just why you don't need to make nobody feel less than. You understand? You don't need to make nobody feel less than. You don't know anybody's story, and your story is not even their business. Oh, you have to head to work. Okay, good. What time is it by you, Gideon? Listen, you are a trooper. You are a trooper. You have added so much value to my Q&A. I appreciate you a lot, Gideon. Where what is the time by you? You are heading to work. Are you heading to work in the morning, or are you going during a night? And that's what I'm trying to determine. Going to work if it's what? Right, anyway. But go to work, be safe. Work hard, work smart. You know, know that you are appreciated. Yeah. And all the best. I wish you get paid for the work that you do. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my life lesson there. And you all should be the same. 100% true. Yeah, we need to just love people. Who are you to look down on the person on the block who does drink and smoke weed? That's not your business. Why are you looking down on the people? They're a crackhead. Why are you looking down on them? I mean, I'm not saying you have to be unwise and put yourself in a compromising position that you would endanger yourself. No, I'm not saying that. But, you know, you do have a basis for not respecting them. It's like at the end of the day, all of us benefit from the undeserved kindness of God. God sent his son to die for all of us the same way. So we all benefit from the undeserved kindness of God. You know, after Adam and Eve mess up, all of us were bought with the same price, the blood of Jesus Christ. Anyway, so we need to love and respect people. All right? Treat people the way God would treat them. Right. So let me do one more question. And as always say one more. Anybody you meet them with? Yes. And you could surpass that, Leslie. You could surpass that, I mean, meeting them where they are is good. But somebody could be in a place and the qualities that you have could add value. Because let's just say somebody, and I get what you mean, right? But let's just say, for example, somebody is in a place where they very nonchalant. It's like, they wouldn't really greet you. They wouldn't say hi. They would just, It doesn't mean you can't smile at them and say, I'm always glad to see you. You know? A smile makes a difference. Just a smile. Just a smile is what people need sometimes. So they may not smile with you, but that doesn't mean you can't smile with them and greet. Hi, how you going? Yes. Yes. Hi, how you going? And wait for them to respond. Sometimes people don't get a chance to respond, because you don't value them, so you just greet them and you're going. Hi, how you going? And they said, I okay. I said, well, me too. I'm not too bad either. It's always nice to see you, and you're going. They would always be happy to see you just for that little pleasant conversation. Yeah. Yeah. So let me do one more question, and then I can let me see. Serious question. This category is serious questions. Let me look for a serious question. Hmm. 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 I should have more. Hmm. Hmm. No questions here. Hmm. What are good Q&A questions? What do you wish you did more of? Okay, so what did I wish I did more of? Oh, did I enjoy schooling? Oh gosh. Jamalka, I spoke about you in this live already. Listen, every opportunity I get, I do. Once it's part of my story. Yeah. So I was going to do this one. So let me just do this before I answer that one, right? So what do I wish I did more of? That's a kind of deep question. What do I wish I did more of? I don't know. It's like And maybe you all could tell me yours in the comment section. What do you wish you had done more of? I don't think I have a perfect life. What would I have done more of? You know? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. But I don't know. Okay, so there are things, okay. There are things I could have done more of. But to say that I wish I had done more of it, not necessarily. Okay, so I wish I was, let's just say, a more active person, like physically active, and had let's just say, a better control of my health. Should I say my health? Of my lifestyle choices. You know? I think that is one thing I can see. Is like I wish, but then sometimes you have to evaluate your circumstances, whether, you know, sometimes life is just like a reality, right? But if that's something, if I could go back, I would be a little more active. You know, it's like I don't know. I can't say I should be into sports, but I wish I have had more and a more active life. But I don't know. I don't know if that's fair to say, you know? Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Because at the end of the day, the better health you have, the better for you. And the wiser lifestyle choices you make is better for you in the long run, you know? So I guess that could always improve. Um, I did more of? Yeah. I also wish I did more of, like, I don't know, like personal, like personal Bible study. And I wish I had done more of, I would say, like developing healthy routines and schedules, you know? But I've always been a very carefree, take it one day at a time kind of person, you know? So, that impacts on where you put certain importance and all of that. So did I enjoy schooling? I I always say I went I went to Miss John preschool in Bristol. From Miss John preschool, I went to Mount Grace preschool. Did I go to Miss John preschool, or that was for younger siblings? I think I went to Miss John preschool. Then I went across to Mount Grace. Right? From Mount Grace, I went to Bethesda government primary in Plymouth. From Bethesda, I went to Scarborough Sec. From Scarborough Sec, I went off to college, and then I went to MIC. So throughout my life, I thoroughly enjoyed my journey of learning and education. Yeah. School really was what it was meant to be for me. School was school. School was learning. School was teachers. Teachers are important. They are there for a purpose. So schooling, I enjoyed schooling at all levels. I enjoyed learning from my teachers. You know, I enjoyed what I also learned through schooling is need to value people as individuals. So, for example, you may have had a strict teacher, and you may have had a not so strict teacher. You may have had even a favorite teacher. But for me, there was never anything up here that says disrespect a teacher for any reason whatsoever. Teachers were like pools of knowledge that you tap into. That has always been my mindset, you know, in a classroom. Even as an adult, being in adult education classes, teachers, you just have to love your teacher. You need to just listen to the teacher, pay attention to the teacher, learn from them. You understand? So schooling for me was always that, a joy to learn, and the teaching styles of different teachers helped me to be who I am. Right? I had teachers who were very creative. I had teachers who just loved maths passionately. And I had teachers who valued the cultural arts. And I had a teacher like Miss Milka Reed in the comment section there who like loved everything. And she just was ensuring that every child that comes into her hand values education and want to be something they would be proud of. And I think I don't know if that is what's fell off to my mommy, but that was just something I grew up with. Education was important. It was hardly even said, it was just an action in our family. You know, yes, I enjoyed schooling. I really, really, really did, you know? And I think that's why I love education now. Despite the challenges, you know, of being an educator, but education allows me to be what I love about my teachers. You know? Yeah. It's like I look at my students and I say, oh my gosh, you are just like me. You know, like when I was a child. Yeah, so right. So any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, do I how many siblings do I have? I think I've said that before. Anybody knows? Well, Leslie, do you know how much siblings I have? And Janelle, if you are still here, make a guess. How many brothers and how many sisters do you think I have? Well, Aunt Melka can't respond, and Patricia cannot respond. Patricia Lambert. Hi, Janelle. So how many sisters and brothers do you think I have? Let me hear what is your it could be a misconception. Let me hear what are your thoughts. How many sisters do you think I have? 3. Leslie, and you think I have 3 sisters? Okay. And how many brothers do you think I have? Is that 3 sisters or 3 siblings? That 3 is for what? You'll notice I'm squinting tonight because I put on my contact lens tonight. So no squinting. Yeah, so 3 sisters and 1 brother. That's what you think I have, right? So I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. Janelle, how many sisters do you think I have? 3 brothers. Janelle said 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Oh gosh. 3 sisters. 3 sisters and 1, so that's 1 brother. So I have to spill the beans. Okay. Okay, so before I even get to that question, all right. Okay, let me see. So I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. All right. 2 sisters and 1 brother. So I want you to tell me where in the lineup do you think I am? Without the question, you never really meet my siblings, right? So where do you think I am in the lineup? So there's 4 of us, 3 girls and 1 boy. So where do you think I am in the lineup? I am the 3rd one. So you're saying that I have 2 siblings, then me, and then the last child. Okay. All right. Let me hear Leslie. Leslie, there are 4 of us. 3 girls and 1 boy. Where do you think I am in the lineup? And this might be a fun fact. My grandmother, who is my mother my mother's mother, she has the same amount of children and she has the same ratio, 3 girls and 1 boy, and the boy is in the same position. Right? So in other words, mommy have three girls and a boy. My granny had 3 girls and a boy. I will tell you where the boy was in both cases. All right, so well, Leslie taking long with your response. Leslie run away. You get banned from. Yes, you get banned for this question here because you know too much. Yes. So, Auntie Pat, you are going to answer. Auntie Pat or Auntie Melka? So where am I in the lineup? Tell Janelle and Leslie Ann.
Your current location.
Auntie Pat is my mother's sister. So tell Leslie and Janelle where I am in the lineup. You are the fourth, Leslie. I say I am the fourth one. So you mean I'm the last one? I'm the youngest child. I wonder if I can find a picture. Oh gosh. Leslie. So Auntie Pat, you need to tell them, spill the beans, Auntie Pat. I'm giving you permission to answer now. Auntie Pat, Auntie Melka. Oh my gosh. Tell me where I am in the lineup. Tell them. Take your time and type. I ain't taking away the privilege from you. I had you on band for too long. I don't think I could find. I had to go through my Google Photos if I had to find that one. All right, so it seems like some people get dropped off the line. So basically, I am the second child. All right. I have a sister who is older than I am. Then I am the second child. Then there is the boy. And then there is the youngest girl. So it is girl, girl, boy, girl. And for my grandmother, it's the same thing. The oldest girl, second girl, boy is the third child in the both cases, and then the youngest girl. All right. Yeah, so, and Pat, you are the second girl. You are the second girl, right? You are like me in your family. So Leslie, tell us about you. Are you the only child? How many siblings do you have? Leslie, I feel you are, yes, I'm the second child. And are you the second? Auntie Pat, you are the second. The mommy was the youngest. I know Uncle Rennie above her. Auntie Chris. So it's Auntie Chris, then you, then Uncle Rennie, and then mommy. I think I have it right. Yeah. Yeah. So Leslie, how much siblings in your family? I think. Where's it coming? You are the second one. You see? Listen, there's something about the second child. Oh gosh. You're the second one, so we have that in common. Oh gosh. Second child is the best. Is it right to say that? Oh gosh. Janelle, where are you in your lineup? I got 3 brothers and 1 sister. Wow. Right, true. 3 brothers and 1 sister. Okay. So that is like the opposite of us, right? So we have 3 girls and 1 boy. You have 3 boys and 1 girl. Yes. And the sister is where in the lineup? Yes, second girl, but I am the third child, second girl. How are you the third child? If you are the second girl, Oh, so Uncle Rennie. Oh, so Uncle Rennie is older than you. So it is Auntie Chris, Uncle Rennie, then you, and then Mommy. So you are the second girl, but the third child. Do I have it right? Uncle Rennie older than. All right. Well, I thought Uncle Rennie was the third child. I always thought it was just like Mommy. Oh, the girl is the last one. Oh my gosh. I can imagine how your parents rejoice when they had that girl there. Your mother must see tissue tubes after. Oh, you also, oh God, girl. Yes, Auntie Pat. I always thought Uncle Rennie was the third child. Okay, okay. Well, this is like a learning for me because I would always tell people that my mother and my grandmother have the same children ratio and occurrence. So now I have to change my story. So I can't be unique. You come to burst my bubble. Hi Jamal. Welcome. I was looking at my video yesterday. Thank you. Thank you for my I should be showing my subscribers your gift. Everything they can watch and from here. Jamal gave me a beautiful gift. One of my subscribers. Oh gosh, when I wear it, I will have to let you know. This is one of the gifts. Yes, Uncle, right. I never knew that. Well, look how I learned tonight, eh? Jamal, what's going on? How much siblings you have, Jamal? We're sharing how much siblings each other have. I have three. I have two sisters and a brother. My family is 4 kids. What about you? Leslie Ann is also 4. 3 brothers and 1 sister. Oh, so Leslie Ann is actually 5. So you are, so you have 3 brothers and 1 sister. So therefore it's 3 boys and 2 girls. Oh, 5, Jamal. And where are you in the lineup? Please tell me you are the second child. Right now we're rooting for second child here today. Where are you in the lineup? Please don't tell me you is the last. You are the 5th. Just joking. Okay. So you are the 5th and final child, the last born. The mother named a string. Oh gosh. Well, we are happy that you were born. And don't give your mother any trouble, okay? Lovely. Yeah, so that is it. At least family is everything. Family is everything. So let's talk about our okay. So for me, my siblings and I have the same parents because we want to talk about our parents' business. So Jamal, you can answer. Right. So my parents had the same. So my siblings and I have the same parents. All right. So yes or no? Are all of your siblings for the same parents? You don't have to explain, just say yes or no. Let's just understand our dynamics. Yes, same parents. Okay. So Jamal has his siblings, his 5 siblings for his same mother and father. Mm-hmm. Jamal, how much boys and girls in your family? Everybody already shared that. I don't know if that's a question too personal. 3 boys and 2 girls. Oh, including me. Okay. Nice. Very good. Yeah. So all right. So I guess that might be a personal question. All right. So the next question is, like, for me, my siblings and I have names that have the same letter, begin with the same letter. So I guess because my dad's name began with D, my parents decided to name all the children with their names beginning with D. Is that the same in your family? Do you all have names beginning with the same letter? Yes or no? Let's get to know each other. And if all you need to go and sleep, if you all need to go and do anything, don't feel pressured. You all could just say, well, I leave in life running, I'm going to do something and come back, you know? But I appreciate that you all are helping me. Oh, Jamal, no, okay. So, okay. But for me, my siblings, let me give you all a breakdown of the names, right? So, every time the current day, you see me I go black and white. Right. So my D name is Danlee. That's Danelee. Danlee. All right. My older sister, her D name is Doniel. Her brother is Dorel. And my youngest sister is Danica. So we all have D names. All right. We also have chem names, names that begin with KEM. All right. KEM. So my older sister is Kemsha. So that's Kemsha. I am Kemba. My brother is Kemshon. And my youngest sister is Kemanda. I don't know what is the history behind the Kim. Right? And then we all have a third name. My older sister is Desiree. I am Carissa. The boy is Daniel, after my dad. And the last girl is Elinda. So my channel, yours truly, DKC, you will notice, comes from those letters. So it's Danalee, Kemba, Carissa. All right, DKC. Right? I probably should have said DKMC. Oh gosh. Yeah, thanks. I probably should have said DKMC. Oh gosh, since it's a chem name. Yeah, so that's basically it. You know? Yes. So Let me see if I could ask you. What is one fruit that you can't live without? One fruit. This one fruit that you can't live without. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, pineapple. Of all the fruits in the world, pineapple. Oh God, I understand. I love pineapple too. Listen, that's my guilty. That's my right or die. You can't live without mango. You can live without mango, Jamal. Jamal, do you like mango? What is that one fruit that you can't live without? Yeah, mango for me is that fruit. And I'm happy that it is seasonal so that you just don't have it all the time and you just lose the love for it. I guess God knows what he was doing. Oh, you like mangoes very much. Yeah. Mango is, and I love the variety of mangoes. The variety of mangoes. But let me tell you, one of my favorite fruits in the world is jackfruit. I don't know if you'll ever eat jackfruit. It has a very annoying scent, but the fruit is like sugar. You see, everybody loves mangoes. I have to buy that. Oh yeah, the mango. Oh Lord, girl, you wouldn't believe I eat mango earlier. I'm going to need digestive. You want to eat digestive biscuits? I just see it on the table and decide I'm going to eat it. Feel free to grab a snack. I hope you all have something to munch. It's not even time I should be eating this now, but it is what it is. I never taste, but I think it is good. You never take. How does that make sense? You think it is good? You ever see it? Yeah. Jackfruit. Let me see if I can pull it up and show you all it. And you ever tell me whether you ever eat it. Jackfruit could be added to like a smoothie to replace sugar. Jackfruits. So this is jackfruits. All right. So this fruit outside looks like a bread nut. Outside looks like a bread nut, but inside is as yellow as a mango. And I think it's like the same family with a bread nut, because it has, if you look, It's like how the bread nutters have the nut and you just boil it and eat it. It's like that nut is that yellow thing there. And the texture is like a chicken gizzard. It's not so tough, but it looks like you're eating chicken gizzard. You know, like when you clean the gizzard, you take off the thing on the inside, it have that too. So it is like mango gizzard. Listen, if you leave me to describe something, it's too much. I like the taste and texture like soursop. Nah, those not like soursop. I think, okay, in reality, you see like how mango have different types of mango? I am convinced that jackfruit have types too. Because I have tasted jackfruit that have its soursop texture. I do like that one day. That one, there's a name they call it. This is how the jackfruit does grow on the tree. I'm going to show you. Hanging on the side of the trunk. Looking disgusting. But that thing does taste good. Look at this loaded tree here. This yeah, you can't back a island mango, you're sure right. Let's come to Tobago. Come, let we go to Tobago. That paradise from back Robinson Crusoe. And it is said it's the land of tomorrow. DKC girls say, come to Tobago for holidays. Come and look for DKC, come to Tobago for holidays. Come. When you come, I go make sure you get mango. You big a boss. Once I come in mango season, and when the season close, mango scarce. So when you have a jackfruit tree, you need to start a little business and sell jackfruit. The smell of the jackfruit is disgusting. It's not smelling like nasty, but you know, something is so strong that it's sickening. That is jackfruit. But the taste, when you clean it and you get the pulp, you could throw it in a blender with some milk and drink like a nice flavored milk. Because it's so flavorful that one pulp could give you a nice flavored milk. Like you have regular milk and you just drop one pulp, and it's like how you used to drink strawberry milk or you add chocolate to milk, you can make a jackfruit milk. I even made ice cream with it. Ice cream was nice. If you could send a mango for you, I have a friend who coming from New York just now. Don't know if they could carry up mango. Maybe not. I think they could have the little rules with carrying up them fresh stuff. I don't know. Because nobody carry up mango. It probably had to be more green. I know, I understand. leave the computer running. When I in the stream, I cut off. I understand, no problem. I appreciate you. I love you. And support is everything to me. Thank you so much. Say hi to Uncle. I know they're getting up in the morning and walk and surely walk. Yeah. So, jackfruit is my favorite fruit. So, what is your most scariest creature to touch? Something living. The scariest living thing. Whether it's an animal, an insect, once it's a living thing. I feel you have at least two people saying the same thing. Thanks, Fancy Pot. Get your night rest. You deserve it. A porcupine. You ever touch a porcupine? You ever see a porcupine in real? I know it's deadly. You know they want to touch it. Yeah. Me and snakes. Shouldn't be living on the same planet. Or in a zoo. So why are you afraid to touch the porcupine now? Because of these spines? I saw a video where a dog, I don't know if the dog was trying to fight the porcupine, but all the spines come off of the porcupine and into the dog. That was terrible. I never know the spines could have come off. Crazy. You can see, got to go to, sorry, see you late. Yeah. Listen, thank you so much. Respect. Listen, Leslie. Thank you, Jamal. Big up yourself. Peace. Salutes. Enjoy your vacation. All right, bye-bye. Lesliana, me able, I have to bring out my dialect here. Me able with locusts. Afraid locusts. I even forget, I don't know, between locust and snake. I think I afraid snake more. But I think they're on the same level. Leslie Ann, Jama, leave your laptop running, eh? Help me with my watch hours. Your laptop, or just leave your phone playing. Yeah. This is not all about watch hours, people. This is just me just spending time with you all this, but that's like a benefit, you know? So if you all go, it was the worst. And these children down there, these college mates of mine, they said they were going to run me with a locust. Snake, frog, and locust, them three. That is my three creatures. That is my beginning and end. Everything else I think I could tolerate. So Leslie, and you probably had to go in your bed soon just now. What time is it by you? What you up to? What you doing? What you doing? If you're just chilling, you're lying down, getting ready to sleep. Well, it should be still evening. It should be night by you too. Since you're in New York. How is New York? What's going on across there? I see the mango was there recently. In Miami now. That was that doesn't make me want to fight you. That is what that? That doesn't make me want to fight you. That is what the I sure understand what you mean. Yeah. But I just chilling. I go in and sleep, and I'll leave this live running while I'm sleeping. I need to work on watch hours. Even though the live is not about that, but be it as me, I still need to work on my watch hours. I'm almost 1,000 subscribers. I need to work on my watch hours. So I'm going to take off this light when I'm ready to go and sleep. And hopefully some persons will come in. If you wanted to leave your laptops on throughout the night, that will be so sweet. Or leave your phone just playing. Carry the volume down. Don't carry the volume right off, but you can carry it low so it wouldn't disturb your sleeping. Yeah, the majority of persons leaving, there's plenty support, trust me. I understand. But I leaving it running throughout the night. So I'm going to, when I'm ready to go and sleep, I will just switch off. Not switch off. Take off my lights and knock out. Yeah, hopefully persons will connect. I'm going to leave my laptop on. Yes. Thank you so much. Chasing you. Yes, Patricia. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Listen, I always enjoy your company. Always, always, always do. A lot has been going on for me, but I doing my thing. 11:15, but we had the same time, man. Right? It's 11:16 here, which probably time probably she will over to 16 by then. So we have the same time zone right now. That's good. So New York and Trinidad line up now. Very good. In terms of time, that is good. Yeah. So Leslie, I am going to be leaving the live running throughout the night. So I totally understand. When you need to take your snooze, that's understandable. You know that you are loved and appreciated. Yeah. Because I guess when I'm ready to go and snooze, I end up leaving earlier, and that might be unfair if you are staying up to be keeping my company. So what you all want? What you all want? What you all like me to do? What you all like me to? Do you all think I should go to sleep? What do you all think? Oh, yo. I'm actually trying to order some stuff to fix jewelry. And when I get those stuff, I'm going to do a whole live where I'm fixing jewelry. You'll get to see. Like this necklace I made. I think I made this one. Yeah, this is a necklace I made. Right? And it was made from another necklace that was bought, and I repurposed some of the beads and changed the design, and I reused this hardware here. I think they call it a clasp. Right? So I will. So for me, I can't use stuff with metal. Right. Yeah. Night, Trisha. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. We having an issue with dengue fever in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean from the mosquito. So I don't know if that's the same in the US, but watch out for them Aedes aegypti mosquito. Yeah. So things like this I can make and I enjoy making. So I would show you all a few of the pieces. Well, of course, I make them for myself. Yeah. My friend gave me this necklace. This necklace was long. And between each of these wooden beads here had, I think it was a silver bead. And I didn't like how that looked. I prefer this. You know? And I have to wear jewelry like these. I prefer because they don't have like a metal part that will touch my skin. You see, once I wear a jewelry with a metal, I don't know, thing, that's what does trigger off my eczema. Yeah. So Leslie, let's go and sleep, okay? What do you think? You think we should go and sleep now? Since we're in the same time zone. What you do before you sleep, you just read, You just go and fall asleep. What has happened by you? Tonight I'm just going to lie down, pray, and sleep. What is your bedtime routine? Thank you so much. Don't worry, I just try. I don't back down to any challenge. You see, when you grow up around creative people, like when my dad was into woodwork, mommy into cake decorating. She's doing floral arrangement. She's doing decorating for weddings. You don't back down on a challenge. Like I could look at a barber and I tell myself I could cut that person their hair. I go a hairdresser. I said now I can relax my own hair. I go and I do put in braids. I say nah, I ain't paying for that. I can put in my own braids. Even though I give up on a pay to put in this one. And of course, when I was doing that, I said to myself, I'm leaving wasting money, You could have sit down and put in your own braids. Because this is crochet. I'm a crochet needle, everything. Anyway. So I just feel I could do everything. A tile a kitchen cupboard, a bill a cupboard. It's like I'm backing down to anything to do. You tell me to cook something, I ain't backing down. You tell me to cook for 60 people, I ain't backing down. You tell me to cook for 200 people, I don't think I go back down either. All you need is just your kitchen and some utensils. Yeah. So, thank you all so much. Thank you, Leslie. I think we should just go and sleep. Of course, I could sit down and chill, but I think we could benefit from Leslie, are you a Bible reader? Yeah. Well, maybe I could do a little Bible reading. A little 5 minutes. I have insomnia. Take my meds and go to sleep. Oh, that's what you would do. Okay. Understand. Let me do a little Bible reading for you. What you think? You okay with that? Don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured at all. Yeah, sorry I have your insomnia, but sometimes that is the different phases we go through. There was a point I had real trouble sleeping too. But it was linked to my anxiety. Oh, Tyler, back. Tyler, you're not going and sleep? Oh, gosh, Tyler. Leslie, you think it's okay to do that? To do Bible reading as it's just 3 of us here? Or you prefer to do your thing? Hi, I'm back. No to what? No to the Bible reading? Tyler, we was most definitely okay, no problem. Tyler, we was be going to sleep and even the light running through the night.